Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to take a guided, really meditative visual journey through the beauty of life. It's this wonderful collection of miniature canvases that just expertly capture the quiet magic of ordinary, everyday moments. So, if you constantly find yourself rushing through your days, and let's be honest, who doesn't right now, this is going to be incredibly refreshing for you. Now, before we even look at the artwork itself, I want you to just take a breath. Seriously, take a second and consider the vast, completely soundless beauty of the natural world. Think of something like a deep, heavily textured ocean wave. Notice the stark contrast of the dark blues and those crisp white crests. It's powerful, yeah, but it's also completely peaceful. And honestly, this is the exact mindset we want to be in as we explore these pieces. And that feeling perfectly captures the whole point of this collection. As the artist's introduction explains, these aren't just pretty pictures to look at. This collection is a literal invitation to slow down. It's actively asking us to find profound meaning in the simple pleasures we so often overlook in our daily routines, not just in extraordinary far-off places, but right where we are, right now. Part 1, Infinite Meaning. Let's get into it. So, looking at the introduction to the beauty of life, we learn this collection is made up of 16 miniature paintings. And what's really lovely here is that each one acts as a tiny fragment of a much, much larger world. A world completely filled with light, color, nature, and dreams. And while sure, they can stand entirely on their own, they naturally come together to create brand new stories and connections when you view them as a whole set. The big takeaway here, true beauty absolutely does not depend on scale. A single bird in the sky or a blooming tree, they don't need to be painted on a massive 10-foot mural to be impactful. They become precious memories only when we actually allow ourselves the time to stop and truly see them. So, small in size? Yes, but totally infinite in meaning. Moving on to part 2, the cycle of light, where we explore the passage of time. Take a really close look at this miniature, appropriately named Sunrise. Notice that vibrant yet super soft awakening of colors, that bright yellow just gently warming up the cooler blues and greens. This perfectly illustrates how the gentle first light touches the world. It's a great visual reminder that beauty is very often born in the absolute simplest of beginnings. There's actually a super powerful philosophy packed into this tiny little canvas. It offers us the incredibly comforting idea of constant renewal and hope. Like, no matter what went wrong yesterday, the sunrise is a rock-solid guarantee that you get a fresh start today. All right, now let's contrast that bright morning promise with the sunset piece. The palette shifts completely, right? We get this deep golden and orange light washing over the water. The text points out something vital here. A sunset is not an ending. Rather, it is a tender farewell to the passing day. It's a moment specifically designed for gratitude for what has been lived and for finding a little quiet peace before the night actually begins. When you put them right next to each other, you can literally see what the introductory text means when it says, "A sunrise can lead into a sunset." They share the exact same circular horizon line, visually connecting that optimistic promise of the morning directly with the quiet, peaceful gratitude of the night. It's just a complete, beautiful cycle. Section 3, Fleeting Perfect Beauty, which is all about the transience of nature. Okay, here we have the blooming cherry. I mean, look at how those pink blossoms just pop against that vivid blue background, right? The text describes the blooming cherry tree as an image of perfect beauty, but it's a beauty that exists only for a very brief, fleeting window in time. And honestly, that's the whole lesson. These delicate little blossoms act as a gentle visual nudge for us to treasure the present moment. Why? Precisely because it's not going to last forever. Its impermanence is the exact quality that makes it so precious to us. Think about it. If they bloomed all year round, we probably wouldn't even stop to look at them. Then, shifting our focus from the branches way up high down to the ground below, we find the violets. Look at these 3 vibrant purple flowers painted against that warm yellow background. The source material describes them as small, modest, and almost unnoticed. They just simply exist, carrying their beauty without ever demanding or asking for our attention. These totally unassuming little flowers actually represent something really deep inside us. They're the quiet memories that anchor us to our past, like childhood spent playing in the grass. It proves yet again that small things leave these infinite, lasting impressions on our hearts. Part 4, The Ordinary Pleasures of Our Everyday Experiences. Wow, you can practically feel the warmth radiating right off this one. This is lemon juice, an artwork that just screams freshness, sunshine, and that unmistakable, vibrant taste of summer. It's literally just a glass with a blue straw and a sliced lemon, but look at the sheer energy in those brushstrokes. To me, this completely nails the core message of the entire collection. It takes something as utterly mundane as pouring a drink on a hot day and turns it into a tiny festival. It's the ultimate reminder that the beauty of life doesn't just live in, grand European vacations or massive life milestones. It thrives equally in the most ordinary of pleasures if we just choose to see them that way. Finally, part 5, Silence and Freedom, looking at peace in solitude. This one is titled Night on Balcony. We've got a glass of wine, some fruits, and this beautiful yellow crescent moon hanging right there among the stars. It perfectly captures a world entirely transformed after sunset. It's inviting you to recall your own quiet nights where you step outside, away from the noise and chaos of the house, to just be still for a minute. What I find really profound here is exactly how this text frames solitude. In our crazy modern world, being alone is so often confused with being lonely, but here, solitude is presented as a sanctuary. It is a necessary moment to let the silence speak and to actually reconnect with ourselves. And that brings us to the happy bird. This is kind of the perfect, poignant wrap-up to everything we've looked at today. We see this small bird perched among pink blossoms against a vast sky. As the text states, the bird owns nothing but the sky, and yet it is completely free. True freedom, this painting suggests, comes from simply existing in the moment, completely unburdened. So as we wrap up this explainer, my challenge to you is to carry this mindful lens out into your own world. The Beauty of Life collection shows us that the world is literally offering us gifts all day long, in the sunrise, in a simple glass of lemon juice, in a quiet night on a balcony. So I leave you with this question to ask yourself right now. What ordinary, fleeting moment will you choose to transform into a precious memory today? Thanks for taking this journey with me, and definitely take a moment to look around you today. See you next time.